the opening of the doorway, Madalai, Tamil, window. And note, Madil in Koda is a doorway. So, Madurai means both a walled city and a city with imposing doorways. I suggest Madurai is a Dravidian original, which was translated into Indo-Aryan as Mathura after the Aryanization of the North Indian regions. Now, when the Velir, who were called in later after the Aryan period as Yadavas in North India and Velir in the south, when they migrated from Mathura to the coastal region of Saurashtra, the Dravidian Madurai was translated as Dwaraka, the walled city with the doorways. The exact translation, Madurai, Dwaraka. Compare Kapatapura, the Sanskrit name for the Pandyan city, probably identical with Madurai. Next. Omit. Next. I have to omit some of the very interesting evidence and seals. You will find them in my full paper. I don't have the time for it. Now, note here, I have compared the city of four quarters with the principal quarter, the inner city. In other words, among the four quarters, it is the first quarter, the inner quarter, the principal quarter. So, if the city of four quarters is Pari, the inner city is Aham. In Dravidian, Aham, inside, house, place. Ahat, within, inside the house. Ahatan, one who is in. And in Kadarivippal dictionary, you have Ahatti, Ahattiya Munivan, Ullirikkiravan, Oru Maram. So I am suggesting that the Dravidian Harappan citadel was called Aham. And people who lived inside were Ahattor. And their leader was Agatti, who has come down in Tamil tradition as Agattiyan, who led the Velir migration to south. Next. Now, Agastya and the Indus civilization. The migration of the ancestor of the Velir Yadava clan, Raghavengar, தமிழிலே வேளிர் வரலாறு என்ற நூலை படைத்தார். அக்காலத்திலே சிந்துவெளி நாகரிகம் கண்டுபிடிக்கப்படவில்லை. அதை நீங்கள் மீண்டும் படித்தீர்களானால் அவர் துவாரகையிலிருந்து கண்ணபிரான் இடத்திலிருந்து தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு யாதவர்கள் வந்தார்கள். நாம் சொல்லுகின்றோம் வந்தவர்கள் வேளிர், 14 வேளிர். வடநாட்டில் தங்கினவர்கள் யாதவர்கள் ஆனார்கள். அவர் காலத்துக்கு பிறகு நமக்கு தெரியும் துவாரகை என்ற இடம் சிந்துவெளியினுடைய ஒரு அங்கமாகும். So, the migration of the Velir to South India is the most important evidence I have for connecting Indus civilization with South Dravidian, especially Old Tamil. The legend of the southern migration of the Velir, as narrated by Raghavengar in Velir Varalaru, may now be interpreted as referring to the exodus of the Dravidian-speaking people to South India after the collapse of the Indus civilization. Most of the people stayed there and became Aryanized, but enough number of people came south and they split into two groups, one in the Krishna Godavari Deccan region, Telugu and other Dravidian languages. The other, they came right along the coast, Vada Konganam, Ten Konganam, Tulu, Kongu Nadu, Tamil Nadu. They are the Velir. So, and they spoke Tamil, which branched off into Malayalam, Kannadam, etc. Next. Now, the most important evidence I have for, I say that Agastya, the Atharva Veda word is Agasti. Now, Agasti comes from Agatti. Agattil Irupavan, Agattan, Agatton, one who ruled the Indus Valley from the citadel. Now, the Agastya was also known as Jarborn sage. Vadapal Munivan, Tadavinul Tondri, says Purananuru. So, the ultimate source of the legend is the association of Agatti with jar sign. Please note, what I have given below is the formula of an Indus text. On the right, you find the introduction of the most of the text. On the left, you find the terminal sign of most of the text. That is the format of the Indus text. So that on the right, you have Agatti, one inside the house, Aham, Ahatte, Agatti. And on the left, you have the water pitcher, Kumbhamini, with which he is associated. this association, which is widespread in the Indus text, cannot be accidental. Next. Now I come to today's thing, that is the crescent moon. The Indus sign, the crescent moon, is pictorially easy to identify. I have shown you an ivory piece from Mohenjo-daro which has the crescent sign realistically. Now, I interpret the word, the crescent sign is Pirai. Now, it is derived from Peru to begin. அமாவாசையிலிருந்து 6 நாட்களுக்கு வளரும் பிறை, அதைத்தான் பிறை என்று சொல்கின்றோம். The new moon is பிறை because அது பெற்றது, அது பிறந்தது பிறை. So the word pirai, new moon, is derived from Peru. Employing the technique of rebus or phonetic transfer, per is made to stand for per, other, or pur, out, as shown below. I have given the Dravidian etymological dictionary where puram, purattu, puratti, purambu in Tamil, pora, poranj in Koda, per, others, as in pira, pirar in Tamil, piran, pera in Kannada and in Telugu. Therefore, the pirai sign was used to denote the outer city and the citizens of the outer city. In fact, this was a problem-oriented research. I have been writing about Agam and Pali for many years, for more than 25 years. Then I said there must be pira also there, puram also there. I searched for in the frequent opening signs and I discovered this recently, and this is the first announcement. Next. Now, this is a textual analysis which I am skipping. Next. Now, I interpret the evidence of the Indus text as follows. Aham is the address of the rulers of the inner city with their seat of authority in the citadel. They were mostly priests and warrior chiefs. I have identified the Indus word for priest. I have also identified the Indus word for warrior, and I have published them in numerous papers. Puram is the address of the residents of the outer city, comprising traders, skilled craftsmen. I have identified the Indus word for trader and also for skilled craftsmen, but I have not yet published them. The address sign, which note conventionally referred to here as Aham and Puram in Old Tamil, they are not Proto-Dravidian reconstructions, but they belong to the same root, indicate occupational and residential differentiation, apparently without any notion of superior or inferior status. Remember, not all Agathiyar lived in Aham. Not all people working in Secretariat live in Secretariat. So they lived all over the Harappan city, but their power center was in Aham. Now, 5 minutes. Now, still, the city was governed from the citadel. We know this from very low frequency of the city in the initial question. Now I go to my last slide. Next. Aham and Puram in Old Tamil. Here I connect the Indus civilization with the Old Tamil civilization. Aham and Puram, தமிழிலே 2 பொருள்கள் வருது. வெளியில் ஒரு பொருள், ஒரு உட்பொருள் உண்டு. லிட்டரல், அகம் என்றால் இன்சைட் த ஃபோர்ட் ஆர் இன்னர் சிட்டி, புறம் என்றால் அவுட்சைட் த சிட்டி வால்ஸ், அவுட்டர் சிட்டி. இப்பொருளில்தான் தொல்காப்பியத்தில் அகம், அகத்தோன், புறத்தோன் என்ற சொற்கள் பயன்படுத்தப்படுகின்றன. ஃபிகரேட்டிவ், அகம் என்றால் a conventional literary genre dealing with love, புறம் மற்ற, the other kind of poetry. The survival of Aham Puram juxtaposition, both literally and figuratively, in